You guys are incredibly organized. That's really what I always tell everybody. Most of the time when I meet your customers, I'll even mention that. Don't even worry about a thing. This is, I work with a lot of contractors, and I completely see the difference.
That a design was laid out, good, better, best options, allowing us to really understand how the cost structures were different based on different choices we made, and really eliminating, I think, a lot of the starts and stops that we probably would have had with other contractors, that there would have been design decisions along the way. There were very, very few design decisions that were really made once the contract was signed and the production was started.
Predictability, there is definitely stages, and you don't necessarily move to stage 2 until stage 1 is done. A lot of contractors will just kind of wing it at the beginning. Sometimes there's just a lot of assumption, right? A lot of assumption can happen. And with working with you, there's never assumption. Everything is always covered.
The production phase was planned out, scheduled. I knew who was coming every day and what was being expected to be done. Lee obviously was great to work with, and to be the go-to guy that really I didn't have to interact in any ways, answering questions, because I've had that before where contractors and people in our house have come to us and said, well, here, I need you to order more of this siding.
Right.
Or
electricians will come and say, well, how do you want this wired?
Right.
And we're
yeah.
I don't know. You're the electrician, right?
Right.
So when we get to the job, we already have the drawings and all the dimensions and all the specification sheets. So we just go about our work to install it according to plan. The schedule, like I said, most people I work for don't have a schedule for their jobs. And probably the attention to detail, like in the customer's home, I don't have anyone else that I work for that wants us to Swiffer the floors and clean up as much as we do for you guys. But it makes for a really happy client.
It was just overwhelming appreciation for the fact that people were still living in the house. So the trades were always extremely clean, very, very courteous, very friendly. Given the fact that it was a 2-month project and basically a significant portion of our whole first floor of our house was for a lot of the project wasn't even available, that it couldn't have been a better experience.
When Anthony says it'll be done in 3 to 4 weeks, it was done in 3 weeks and 2 or 3 days. There was not one person that came in that I didn't feel was a reflection of Anthony and you and Lee. So you have this safe feeling with this person in your home, and oh my gosh, they're actually good at what they're doing. Everybody knew the game plan. There was no hiccups really. Right over there in that window, there was, I called it the Bible, and it even had my dog's name on it. Yeah, it was great. It was just like they said it was going to be. And that's, to me, the best part. It's like, that does happen.
Oh yeah, one of the cabinet doors in our master bathroom. Again, Lee just saw a little bit of imperfection on it, and he reordered the door.
We didn't say anything about it.
No, I didn't even notice it.
He noticed it.
He noticed it.
He came in, popped the door off, put a new door on.
Ordered a new one, again, without consulting us, just knew that it wasn't quite right, and he was, meticulous, again, so he fixed that.
There was some soffits that were being removed, some plumbing that was being rearranged, even before the contract was signed, to actually pull in some equipment so that we could see what was in the soffits and making sure that we knew what we might be running into. Despite all the care taken, there were a couple things that were found once the ceiling came down. Long story short, though, Lee and team very quickly put together some estimates, a change order. As far as I know, it had virtually no impact on the timeline, and we were able to move past that.